Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is the 28th of February, which means it is time for our completed pages pictures. So I can't believe how fast this month's gone. I know it's a shorter month anyway, but it seems to have gone really quick. So these are the books that I coloured in this month. So we've got Rita Berman, Kirby Roseanne, Eerie, Pop Manga, A Million Unicorns and Johanna Basford's calendar. So I'll go ahead and move these out the way and we'll get started. So this is the first picture that I did. This is from Johanna Basford's calendar for 2022. So I wanted to get this one done first so that I didn't miss out a month on the calendar. So this is the completed page. It's a bit big to show you all in one go, so I'll have to sort of move it up and down so that you can take a look. So I used Castle Art pencils for this to do sort of all of the different mushrooms and flowers. And then for this like gold border, I decided to use, it's called a graffiti pen, so it's like a Posca pen, but it's obviously a gold one. So I used that to fill in the edges of this and just to make that look like it was like a bit of a frame instead of like flowers. I'm not sure, I think it was meant to be a frame, so hopefully I didn't mess that up. And then for the background, I used soft pastels. So I did sort of like a green colour at the bottom and then a blue at the top, and you can probably see the little white dots in the blue, and that was where I used the white pencil and I just drew little circles on there, and then when I went over it with the soft pastels, the little white circles stayed there, so that gives it quite a nice little effect. It does look more blue in real life, but for some reason the pastels, they don't show up very well on camera. So that was this page, and I think my favourite thing about this page is these little cute mushrooms here. So I decided to do them like a purpley colour with like a little bit of a light purple shadow on them, and I think they turned out really cute, and I would never normally use purple for mushrooms, so it was like an experiment, but I really like how it came out. And then the rest of the flowers, I just tried to sort of think of different colours that I could use for them. I thought this one looked like a bluebell, so I tried to make them like a bluey colour. And then obviously these were like a daisies, but rather than doing them white, I thought I'll do them pink with a bit of light pink in there, just to make them look a little bit different from the normal ones that you see. So that was this page. So I used the Castle Art pencils, I don't know if I said that, the 120 set, and then just the soft pastels for the background. Okay, so next we've got a slightly smaller book. So this is Rita Berman's My Tour Through Europe. So in here I decided to do this page. So it's like a little mixture of like all the different places. My dog just sat on my camera stand. So this is like a different mixture of all the places together, so I thought I'd do this one. So for this I used the Black Widow pencils. So if you guys saw in my last video, I did an Amazon haul and I purchased the Black Widow pencils. So I thought I'll test them out in here to sort of see how they work together. So I used them for like the main pieces in here, and then for the background I used the Cause pastel pencils, and then just went round with a white Posca pen to sort of go around all the clouds and things like that. So this is how it turned out. Oh, and I went round the wheel with a gold silver gel pen to make that look a bit more metallic-y. But this is how it came out. It doesn't actually look that bad now that I'm looking at it, but the Black Widow pencils were really difficult to work with. I didn't find that they blended very well. I mean, the red one, because there's only a red and then like a burgundy, so I used the burgundy to add some shadow to that, and that turned out okay. But I found them quite difficult to work with, whether it's just because I'm not used to them or what, I'm not sure. But yeah, you'll have to let me know if you guys have got on well with them or not. But yeah, this was this page. So I just used the Cause pastel pencils to do the background, and then went round all the clouds with the white Posca. And then I used a silver gel pen for this one. just to sort of go around it and make it look a little bit more shiny. And I was going to do the same for the Eiffel Tower, but I thought it actually looks quite nice just how it is, so I left that one. So that was this page. This one I wanted to show you because this isn't a completed page because I actually abandoned it, but this was the first page that I tested the Black Widow pencils out on. So it was this little Monsters Inc. character. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but they didn't blend together very well. And here it started to like rip the paper where I was trying to get them to blend. So it was obviously like too much on the paper. And then like here, you see that sort of line there? That was the green colour and it pulled like a brown through it. So I had to go over it with a darker green to try and cover it. And it did the same here by the mouth as well. So there's like a line of brown coming through. So I'm not sure if that's like a normal thing, but it sort of changed the picture up because I had to use darker colours to try and hide the fact that there was brown lines in there. I mean, from a distance, it doesn't look that bad, but up close, I just wasn't really happy with it. And then I tried to go over this bit here with the Bambino clay crayons to sort of make it look a bit better, and it just ended up making it look worse. So I thought, right, I'm going to give up on that one. I might try and save it at some point, but yeah. But that was my first attempt with the Black Widow pencils. So yeah, when it started pulling up the paper, I was a bit confused because I've never had any pencils that do that before. So there you go. Okay, next we have got Kirby Roseanne's Geomorphia. So in this one, I did this page. So for this one, I used the Coarse Pastel pencils because I wanted to make it look quite pastel-y. And I started with the castle and I was really happy with how the castle came out. And I thought, do I do the same for all of these sort of stones in the background? Because they're very sort of similar shapes and things. So I thought I'll do them a little bit different just so that it's not all one colour. So I went with sort of like a pinky and purple shade to these. And then the castle's all purples and blues. And then for this little wizard here, I made him look like he was on one of these stones as well. So I did that in the same sort of pinky and bluey colours. And then the dragon I did with the greens because I thought he should look green. I just presume most dragons are green for some reason. And then for the background, I used soft pastels. So I added sort of like a light shine around the castle itself. So there's like a bit of a yellowy colour there. And then I did sort of blues and purples. The closer it came to here, I turned it to purple. And then I put some purple and blue in the top as well and went round the clouds with a Posca pen. So that was this one. It was a lot of fun to colour, very repetitive. The only thing I was thinking about was going around these with a white Posca. But then I thought if I go around all of these with a white Posca, then really I should do the castle as well. And I didn't want to do the castle because I quite liked how it looked with the darker outlines. So I decided to leave it without going over the stones with the white Posca. But this is how it came out and I was quite happy with it. The Coarse Pastel pencils work really well considering they were such a cheap brand off of Amazon. So that is that one. Next, I've done this picture in Erie's Romantic Country. So this picture was a colour along on my channel and it took quite a while to do because I filmed it in sort of like an hour section, but then sort of edited it down to half an hour for you guys to watch. So it ended up taking quite a while to do, but this is the finished page and I really like how it came out. I really like the cat. I left like a little bit of white in him to make him look like a tabby cat, and I think he came out super cute. So this is the top half where we've got the nice castle and the dark sky, and then down here we've got all the water and the fruit and flowers. So for this one I actually drew in these bits here because this was all empty. It didn't have any of the sort of water lines or even, you know, like this wall. that was all missing there. So I drew all this in and just tried to make it look like the rest of the picture so that it wasn't sort of odd, because I didn't know what to do with it. I thought I could do it as like a border, but then I'd already done the sky dark up here, so I had to try and make it match. So yeah, that was this picture. So it was a little bit challenging, but definitely fun to colour. And I used the Castle Art pencils for this one, and then just a little bit of Posca to add, you know, some highlights here and there. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this one came out, and thank you to everyone that watched the colour along on my channel. And if you do want to watch it, the videos are still up, so you can go and check that out. Next I've got Pop Manga Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures. So for this one I decided to do this picture. So as you can see, I'd already done this one on this side and done like a bluey green background. So I wanted to make this look kind of similar, so I did the same sort of bluey green background. And because he was a boy, I decided to give him blue hair and a nice green fin tail. So I think he came out really nice actually. I used the Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils to do all of his hair and his tail and skin and everything like that, and even his little crown and his little spear was all done with them. And then I used a gold gel pen to go around all these crowns in the background, and a blue metallic gel pen to do these little sort of squares in the background. So if I move it around, oh, and hit the camera, if I move it around, you can see it's got a little bit of shine to it. And then for the background, I just used the bluey green soft pastels just to make it look similar to the opposite side. But yeah, that was that one. I think he came out quite nice. Again, his hair's not the best, so I do need to keep practicing with hair. I should really watch a YouTube video, shouldn't I, and learn how to do it a bit better. So that was that one. Next, we've got A Million Unicorns by Lulu Mayo. So this is a book that I've said that I really want to finish and like complete. So I did this page for Valentine's Day. So I decided to make this into like a love heart. So I just sort of filled it into the shape of a love heart, and used all red Arteza pencils I used for these. So I used red Arteza pencil to fill that in. And then for the unicorns themselves, I wanted to make it look like, you know, they were in love. So I did them as like a cute little couple. And then I used similar colours for the background so that it didn't look too different, because when you've got red, it's quite hard to use colours that sort of match or don't clash at all. And the pink is a little bit of a clash, but I had to do a pink unicorn, so I apologise for that. So that was this one. And I used some white Posca pen as well to give him some spots and go around his little hair so that it didn't look so harsh. And then I just drew in some love hearts in the background, and then added a little bit of a highlight to them with the white Posca pen as well. So that was everything that I coloured this month for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.